Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday to all of you. Hope you're all doing well. So, I want to dive right into this. Okay, there's these reports by some folks, and it's being peddled on WFAN and some other places that the Yankees have tapped out at 550 million when it comes to Juan Soto. Okay, and this is being spread on Twitter, on YouTube, and fans, and blah blah blah. Right? Let's go over a couple things. Okay, number one. It has not been corroborated by Jack Curry or Jeff Passan or Ken Rosenthal, the three most reputable sources in baseball, particularly as it comes to the Yankees. If it hasn't, and if something is legitimate and it has teeth, all three of those guys would have corroborated it and reported it already. Okay, that's number one. Okay, number two, certain fans might want that, right? Especially Mets fans and Red Sox fans. I get it. I totally get that. They don't want him to come back to the Yankees. I get that. So, but why peddle a report that's not true? Okay. Again, I encourage folks to wait until these other folks corroborate or report and wait for multiple guys to report it before thinking that something is true. Let multiple sources confirm it. Okay. That will tell you that it has teeth or not. Okay. And this is, again, the Juan Soto. He's the number one free agent in all of baseball. Number one. So this is going to take a while. Okay. And but going back to the Yankees here, I let their actions speak louder than their words. What do I mean by that? Well, if the Yankees did tap out, we would already know that they're out. Okay, they would have already pivoted to other players. And when they're out on their number one target, they always pivot quickly. They would have already done that and brought in other guys. So this tells you that they are not out on Juan Soto. Neither are the Mets. Neither are the Red Sox. None of those teams have pivoted to other players. Not one of them. Okay. And I think it's safe for at least me to assume, I can't speak for everybody else, it's safe for me to assume that the Dodgers are out. Okay. They've already pivoted to other players. They've extended Edman. They've already brought in Blake Snell. Okay. And tells me that you're in there to drive the price up on the Mets and Yankees, and the Red Sox, which is fine too. That's baseball. This is sportsmanship, right? This is gamesmanship, I should say. This is what teams do. They drive up the price on the other team. So totally fine. But again, my question to you today is, why are people going with this bogus report and not waiting for the corroborating reports? People say the other day, oh yeah, he's close to signing, a report will come out in a couple of days. That's not how it works in free agency with big players. Once an agreement has been made, it starts to filter out really quickly with multiple sources all at the same time. Okay, it's not. It's going to happen. We'll announce it in a couple of days. That's not how it works in free agency with the big superstar players. Sorry, but that isn't how it works. Okay, and again, people that know me know I'm not going to do talking points from other people. I'm not going to tell people what they want to hear. I'm going to tell people the real story. And if I'm wrong, I'll stand by and I'll own it. Okay, but this right here has not been corroborated by anybody. Okay, especially the folks that we need to corroborate. Okay, so why are we believing this stuff? Why are we peddling this on other people's channels? And are other channels actually peddling this stuff? Please say so if they are. Please let me know in the comments what channels are. Okay, doing this, if it's the case. But the fact this has all the reeking of all this, all the sense of Arson Judge going to the San Francisco Giants, right? And how people were dead wrong on that. John Heyman, he eventually owned it. Credit to him. But it says all the reekings of that. Okay? And I think it's important to wait until the facts come out. And again, the Yankees could address other areas right now. They could address the bullpen and maybe an infield spot because they need to address them anyway, and Soto has nothing to do with either one of those. And that's not pivoting to Juan Soto. Okay? That's just addressing other needs, whether Soto comes back or not, right? So, and the fact of the matter is, if Soto, if the Yankees are out on Juan Soto at a certain point, that's fine. But they're not going to be out at 550 when the report says there are multiple other teams over 600. That's not going to happen. This is not true. Okay? It's not even close to being true. So please, let's put that one to the side and leave it out of the comments and leave it out. Let other channels peddle that. Okay. So, and again, if you're a baseball fan, like I would say this all the time, you're a baseball fan, you're a Yankee fan, you want the real deal, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Please make sure your notifications are turned on. Okay. That's it. People may not like it, but I will not peddle other people's talking points, especially when most of them are not true. Okay. I'd rather you get the real story. And if the story changes, I'll give you the updated report on the story and so on and so forth. I want you to have the facts so that we can have just greater perspective on things, greater conversations, greater content on the channel. It's really, that means more to me than anything else. And I hope it means more to you too. So now with that said, the last piece I want to go, because I'm gonna preview the football games for this week too. There's a lot of suggestions that the Yankees should pivot to this one, Willie Adames, Alex Bregman, blah, blah, blah. My question to you is, do you think, two-part question, do you think that they would pivot to 3 or 4 players at 30 or above, all attached to qualifying offers? Keep in mind, every time you sign a player attached to a QL, it's $1 million in international money right off the bat per player, and it's 2 draft picks per player that you have to forfeit. If you get 2 or 3 or 4 of these guys, that's 6 to 8 draft picks that they're going to give up. That's almost half their draft class. And that's $4 million in international money. Okay? There's a reason why Roki Sasaki hasn't been posted yet. There's a reason why Munetaka Murakami hasn't been posted yet. Because they're waiting for all the teams to reset to get their 2025 allocation for international money. And for those that have money that's still left over from 2024, it compounds. It adds to the 2025. So there's a greater number that you could give to these two guys. Roki Sasaki is not guaranteed to the Dodgers yet. Okay, if he goes there, he goes there. Fine. Okay, Munetaka Murakami, if he gets posted as well, he's going to be subject to the same thing. And again, he's hired Casey Close. He's an American agent already. So his team's already indirectly or unofficially said they were going to post them early. Okay, but it hasn't happened yet. And there's a reason why neither one of these guys are posted, because they're waiting for every team to get their full allocation of money. It gives them a greater pool of teams to pursue them. And when you add the 2024 money, even if it's a little bit to the 2025 money, that's a greater amount of money you can give to these players. Okay. Yes, they're international, so they're going to be subject to pre-arb and arb. But the money there is going to be towards a signing bonus. Like when you sign Jason Dominguez and guys like that, Roderick Arias, that money goes towards their signing bonus, not their salaries. Okay. Their salaries are pre-arb. Okay. Or minimum, the league minimum or whatever it is, or the minor league contract. Okay. Whatever that might be. Okay. This money goes towards their signing bonus, not their annual salary. I think it's important to be clear on that too. Okay. And the same thing would apply to Sasaki. Same thing would apply to Murakami. Now I mentioned another guy, Hai-Sun Kim from South Korea. He's going to be posted this week, according to the reports. He's 25, so he's already met the eligible age to come over here and be posted for Major League Baseball. So he's going to get a major league contract and not be subject to the international free agent money. So he's projected to get, I think, a 3 or 4 year deal at $6 to $8 million per. So, which is more representative of a player of his skill set. He plays multiple positions, infield and outfield. He's a versatile player. So he's young. He's 25. He's fast. So, and he'll get that money from somebody. Okay. So, but again, if the Yankees want to have any shot at Roki Sasaki or Munetaka Murakami, do not expect them to sign multiple players attached to qualifying offers, because it would wipe out any ability to do that. And Roki Sasaki could be a pitcher here. Munetaka Murakami could be first baseman or third baseman here. And again, keep in mind, if Munetaka comes here for first base, you can keep Jazz at third. You can play Caleb Durbin at second. If Munetaka comes here for third, you can move Jazz to second, and you can trade Caleb Durbin for a piece, maybe a pitching piece or something like that. Okay? There's a lot of options that the Yankees have. Okay, I know Christian Walker's the popular one. I get it. Okay? He's a good hitting. He's one of the best defensive first basemen in all baseball. He's a solid contact hitter. But he's also 33. So he's going to be approaching his decline years soon. He's probably going to get a 3-year deal. Do the Yankees want to give, a contract to a player that's at that age attached to a qualifying offer and still have to give up all that stuff? I doubt it. I doubt they're going to do that for Bregman, Willie Adames, and there's only one player I could see the Yankees giving a contract to that's attached to a QI, and that's Corbin Burns. And even then, I worry. I would probably take Max Fried over Corbin Burns because you can get him for less years and less money. Okay, but Jack Flaherty seems to be like the more representative piece, or Walker Buehler, because they can be had on shorter-term deals for lower dollars for the Yankees. Okay, and they're not attached to QOs. And if they bring in a pitcher, expect them to trade away Nestor Cortez and probably Marcus Stroman as well. That's just going to happen. That also clears up payroll for them to add to Juan Soto. And like I said before, Hal Steinbrenner has already told Juan Soto they plan on improving in areas, improve on adding players to Juan Soto. It's not going to be Soto and nobody else. He's already told Soto you're going to come back to a better team, which he should have told him. But now it's just time to it's time to deliver on that. Okay, obviously Soto's priority number one. It's a frustrating ordeal, but that's the way it is with superstar players. Okay, you're just gonna have to wait. Just like Mets fans got to play the waiting game, Red Sox fans have to play the waiting game. It is what it is. So, but if the Yankees get him, feel a heck of a lot better than before they got him. So stay tuned, gang. I will keep you updated on everything. I promise you. And again, we're a week away from the winter meetings. Hector's going to be live. Him and I are going to be live every single day. Hector from Morning Brew Sports. We'll be live together every single day at the winter meeting to report everything that comes in. And if there's breaking news that comes in, he's going to filter it to me, and I'll get it out to you if he's not live with me. You'll get it one way or the other. So just keep your notifications turned on, please. Now, with that said, let's go to football. Okay, week 13. Okay, the LA Chargers, 7-4, are in Atlanta to face the 6-5 Falcons. Okay, the over/under on this is 47.5 points. The Chargers are a 1-point favorite. Okay, I'm actually going to go with the Chargers, but I'm going to go on the under. Jim Harbaugh's got it working over there. He really does. Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 8-3, are in Cincinnati to face the 4-7 Bengals. The Bengals are 3-point favorites. I don't know why. The over/under on this is 46.5 points. I'm actually going to go with the Steelers on the over. I bet the Steelers also have something going over there too. Russell Wilson, Fields, they just got something going on over there. So the Arizona Cardinals, 6-5, are in Minnesota to face the 9-2 Vikings. The Vikings, man, they got the Jets ex-quarterback, they got the Giants ex-quarterback, Daniel Jones, and Sam Darnold. Like, what is going on over there? They're doing something right. They're 9-2. They're 3.5-point favorites. The over-under on this is 45 points. I'm going to go with Minnesota here on the under, but just barely on the under. The Indianapolis Colts are 5-7 to face the 3-9 Patriots of New England. The Colts are 2.5-point favorites. They're in Foxborough, and the over-under on this is 42.5 points. I'm going on the under, but I'm also going to go with the Colts. Then the Seattle Seahawks, who are 6-5, are in MetLife to face my 3-8 New York Jets. By the way, speaking of the Jets, since they fired Robert Saleh, the head coach, okay, he's gone over to the Packers of Green Bay as a consultant. They're 5-1 with him, and the Jets are 1-5. Why did they get rid of him? Why did they get rid of Joe Douglas, and why are they keeping Aaron Rodgers there? Can anybody explain that to me? I don't understand why. The Seattle Seahawks are 1-point favorites. Okay, the over-under on this is 41.5 points. I would like to go with the Jets, but I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks on the under. Tennessee Titans are 3-8, which surprises me. They're in Washington to face the Commanders, who are 7-5. Surprisingly, an upstart team there. Washington's a 6-point favorite. The over-under on this is 44.5 points. I'm going with the Commanders. Okay, on the over. Commanders are kind of building something over there. So well done to Coach Quinn. The Houston Texans are 7-5 to face the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 2-9. The Houston Texans are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under on this is 44 points. I'm actually going to go with the Jags here on the under. Okay, Jags need to win, and Trevor Lawrence, I think, is going to push them to it. Then they get the LA Rams. They're 5-6 in New Orleans to face the 4-7 Saints. I'm always surprised when I see Saints with a losing record. The Rams are a 2.5-point favorite. The over/under on this is 49.5 points. I'm going to go with the Saints. I'm going on the under. The 5-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in Carolina to face the 3-8 Panthers. Tampa Bay, I should say, is a 6-point favorite. Over under on this is 46.5 points. I'm going to go in the under, but I'm going with Tampa Bay here. Baker Mayfield. And then the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 9-2, no surprise, are in Baltimore to face the 8-4 Ravens. This is probably going to be the game of the week. Okay, the Eagles are, and Baltimore is actually a 3-point favorite. They're in Baltimore. So, and the over-under on this is 51 points. This is going to be a high-scoring game. You got Hurts versus Lamar Jackson there. Ooh, baby. I'm actually going to go with the Ravens here on the over. But I think it's going to be a close game. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles won. And then the 49ers, who are 5-6, are in Buffalo to face the 9-2 Bills. The Bills are 6-point favorites, no surprise. 44.5 point is the over-under. I'm going with the Bills on the over. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, you got the Cleveland Browns, who are 3-8 in Denver to face the 7-5 Broncos. Okay, the Broncos are 6-point favorites, and the over-under on this is 42 points. And I'm going with the Broncos on the over. So that's the football preview for the week, the games. Okay. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Juan Soto situation and all this reporting and so on and so forth. I'd love to get your insight one way or another. Whether you agree with me or not, it's totally fine. Okay. Your insight is always valuable. It's always welcome. I don't block people for disagreeing with me like other channels do. Okay. I don't need the ego stroke every single day. Okay. I'd rather get your feedback and have a better conversation with well-informed fans. So have a great weekend, everybody. If any news comes out, you're going to get it here, baby. Peace.